So it's about time you go viral, right? No, that's disgusting. I'm gonna give you all the tips and tricks that I did on my video to make it go viral and try to give you some inspiration and tangible things that you can take away from this video and apply to your videos so that you can go viral. You just started posting maybe, or maybe you've been posting for a long time and your videos aren't doing exactly how you wanted. Probably they're in the hundreds of views, maybe you only have a few views, or maybe you're getting in the thousands. But if that's the case, I'm gonna give you all the tips and tricks that I did on my video to make it go viral and try to give you some inspiration and tangible things that you can take away from this video and apply to your videos so that you can go viral. Well, at least 10,000 views. That's the goal. Let's not get too carried away. I'm just gonna tell you a little personal story time, and why I wanted to share is just because I think that this is inspiring. But basically, my very first YouTube video that I ever posted, I had no idea anything about YouTube. Like, I was just so willing to learn because I wanted to post a video and I didn't know how to get views or what you needed to do or anything, but I didn't know how to make videos. So I was like, let me try this out. Anyway, I posted the video and I didn't get any views. Like literally 0 views. And for like 2 years it had no views. Like people would literally be like, oh, I see your video up, or your videos. And I had more videos at the time that I've since like erased from the internet. But people would comment about how I wasn't getting any views, and like they just saw my videos like lingering on the internet for no reason, which is totally fine. Like that's super normal behavior. People just want to talk. So they were just yapping with me about it. And I was like, oh yeah, my videos, you know, whatever. Anyway, I like threw in the towel with YouTube because I just felt like, why? You know, like what am I posting for? And to me, like all the people that I watch had like millions of views and I didn't know how to get there. But before I had posted that video, I did all this research on how to make it get a bunch of views. So I'm gonna teach you all the things that I applied to that video that I haven't, like I did differently in other videos, just to show you like my little experiment of what does and doesn't work. But I did all these things and it never got any views, and it never got any views, and like 2 years passed, whatever. One day sporadically, I was like, I got that itch again for YouTube, because you know, if YouTube is really your calling or whatever, you get that like desire, the itch, whatever, however you want to say it. Like it doesn't leave, like it's just right there in the back of your ear, like I have to do this, I have to do this. So I started getting the itch again, and I was like, let me just, you know, I obviously wasn't looking at it. I would never look at my YouTube channel because I was just too embarrassed, but I didn't want to be, but I was. Anyway, I went back and looked at 10,000 views on this video. I'm like, where did these come from? It'd been like 4 years since I posted the original video, and in the first 2 years, it had no views. Like 100 would have made my heart just like, yes, like we got views, you know? And I had no views. And then 4 years later, it was like 10,000 views. And I'm like, when did y'all get here? When did you show up? And then I just beat myself up about it, because had I been posting at that time more videos and more videos, it would have just been the chance for any other video to take off. For all those people, I got like 100 subscribers, and I was literally like, I'm famous, you know? And I was like, all those people could have seen more videos, seen more what it was about. They could have followed other things. Like there would have been something to follow. They had nothing to follow. They don't even know who I am. That was 4 years ago. I'm not even the same person. What's going on here? You know? So anyway, that's my story time, and why I was like, I need to tell you to get on your Zoom, girl. Like you need to get into it. If you're trying to do this for real, don't give up, and this is what you need to do so that you can start getting views on your videos. All right, so obviously I don't have a bunch of qualifications because not every one of my videos is blowing up, but this is what I did on that one video that blew up. Number one, I didn't take it down. I don't know how to tell you how many people that I know that are like hundreds of thousands of views and followers, famous on YouTube, that literally talk about their videos that like never saw the day of light. Like I never saw them because they just take them down. They're embarrassed about them or whatever. And it's really funny, like something that I always do to encourage myself when I'm like, this is so cringy, is I go back and I watch my favorite influencers videos from like 4 years ago. And I like kind of cringe at how bad they are sometimes. But the thing is, when they put that original piece of content out, I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. I fully supported them. I watched it all the way through. I thought it was great. And then now it's just like, yeah, in 4 years, you get so much better, you improve, and you can't be embarrassed about that. Like they just leave them hanging. And you know what? When I'm sick and I need something to watch for 3 days, I go back and I watch all those videos. So don't delete the content. Make a deal with yourself. I have a deal with myself that I'm not gonna take it down for at least a year. And that just helps me you know, because I am a new creator, it helps encourage me to keep the videos up and to be confident about them and think about them before I post them, obviously. But it really helps me to realize that, you know, it is the same idea. When that one video got 10,000 views and I went like viral, I had hundreds of other videos up and I took them all down. So literally it could have happened to all of them and it didn't. And I would be like, you know, monetized by now type of thing. So, or I would have been monetized like immediately. Literally if I would have seen it, I would have been monetized, you know, which a lot of your goal is probably right now to be monetized or maybe to just get more consistent views. So anyway, don't take the videos down. Number 2 is when it comes to posting, the type of content that you're posting. So I'm not sure if you're aware of like evergreen content, but evergreen content is this idea that the content is searchable and it's long lasting. So it's gonna perform well over a series of time. So like non-evergreen content would be something that is specific to like this time right now and people are never gonna search for it again. Evergreen content is exactly the opposite. People wanna know. So like how to ride a bike. People are always gonna be searching how to ride a bike. They're always gonna need to know. There's gonna be a new influx of people. I don't know how many videos are out there about how to ride a bike, but if somebody bought a bike tomorrow, they're probably gonna look up how to ride a bike and they might find your video. And so therefore it's searchable and people are coming back and back and back to that video until they learn how to ride a bike. And then the video is gone, but new people are always coming to search for that. And that's why it's evergreen content. You don't have to tag it any certain way or be pushing it out or marketing that video. People are always gonna be looking that up and coming back for it. That's why it's good content. So evergreen's really good because it just basically means that with less effort over time, your videos will continue to get views. They're not one-time disposable video usage. So number 2 is tagging the video. Understanding how the platform of YouTube works. Good thumbnails is great, good audience retention is great, good tagging is great. Each thing weighs a little bit different on the scale, even like the description. So some things that I did on this video that I think helped the algorithm is they understood what I'm selling people, like who to put the video in front of. So if your channel is like all over the place like mine and there's like 100 different niches, YouTube isn't sure exactly who to serve your video to, that would for sure want to watch it or watch it all the way through. So some things that you can do to help YouTube understand like what's gonna happen in the video is like super transparent titles, super transparent thumbnails, and good descriptions. So a long description can actually benefit you more in the algorithm than tagging the video properly. Tags are more so like key components of your channel and of the video in itself versus the description is like details, exactly what somebody can expect. Like you just want to set the expectation super clear. So I watched a bunch of videos on how to tag your YouTube videos and I really think that helped just because you're letting the algorithm know before they even watch the video exactly what it's about, what it's for, everything. The other 2 key points that I have is number 1, when you have like the title of the video, say the title of the video is like how to read a book. Then in like the first opening sentence, you want to confirm to the viewer that what's happening in the video is exactly what they were clicking on. So you want to be like, in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to read a book, you know, like immediately. And then repeat that multiple times so that the algorithm, as it's like hearing the video, looking through the transcript and everything, it's like, oh, how to read a book, how to read a book, how to read a book. Like that's for real what this video is about. And then it knows who to push it out to. Great content. Great content. YouTube loves it because it tells the people what they want to know. Then another thing is, oh yeah, the transcript. So the transcript is like this kind of a changing function in YouTube, but you can transcribe your video, like type out physical words, what you said. And that's something that I did with my new videos. As people get bigger into their content strategy and they have bigger platforms, they don't have to do as many of these things because they've been in the game for a while. They've been kicking out a lot of content. YouTube knows who to recommend them to. They know who's gonna follow the video, who's gonna like it, who's gonna watch it. Like they understand. There's that relationship between the YouTube algorithm and the content creator of the understanding, right? When you're brand new, it's like a new friendship. Like YouTube doesn't know anything about what's happening in your video, who's gonna like it, nothing like that. So transcribing your video can just like put that little cherry on top of helping YouTube understand what's going down in the video and giving that advantage of like knowing right away versus waiting, because after a while I believe that YouTube sometimes transcribes your video for you, sometimes they don't. So it's like this weird back and forth, but it has been said to help. So if you want to like go that extra mile and do that, go right ahead. And then one of the key takeaways, I think one of the professionals at doing this, I'm just gonna share some strategies that I've watched other people do that when I saw their videos or when I first followed them, like these are the reasons why, and just share them with you because I think these are all things that we can learn. So one of my favorite, one of the people that like I vividly remember going from like 1,000 to 10,000 to like 100,000, like everything just getting really big on YouTube was Amber Scholl. And one thing that she did really well was she had one good, really high performing video, and that video exponentially grew her channel because that video recurringly would come up on people's feeds. They would watch it over and over. But she highlighted on that video. So in that video, while it was playing, she was using those cards that suggest you to another video. And when I tell you, I would see that card and it would be a good video that I'd want to watch because it was similar. Amazing work. Then also when her one video started to go viral, she started taking YouTube so incredibly serious. Like she did not miss a moment. She didn't miss a beat. She was like, I see the people are here. I see they're here for this video. Let's cap, like, let's go. So she just doubled down on her content, kicking out consistent, good quality content. The way she didn't like, she wasn't like, oh, maybe I should start like an Amazon storefront. Oh, maybe I should like go over here and start trying to learn how to cook. No, she was like, this is what we're doing. Let's tap in. And she did. So she was kicking out that consistent content. She was tagging it. She was changing the tags. She had a really good thumbnail. It hooked everybody. So people were constantly coming back to this one video that was just going crazy viral. And then she was also capitalizing on it because she made a follow up to that video. So about the time that that video was like maybe gonna die off, she made a very, very similar video, very similar title, thumbnail, everything. And the people ate it up because she was just basically letting her like customer base or her audience or however you wanna discuss it, like she was letting them know like whatever you want, like I'm here to give that. So she was reassuring them that like you came for this thing and I'm giving you that thing. You know, like she had a lot of good out of the box, unique ideas, but also reassuring that yes, this is what you're here for and I'm gonna give you that. But she created a brand so well, she did a lot of things really well that kept the people coming back. And she's still really successful on YouTube to this day. That's why we love her. The ending note that I wanna leave you with is that everybody can be successful with social media. You need to find your audience and you need to find what works for you. Obviously, you can't be successful with social media if you're never creating content. So just put the content out there, see how it does. Do not be deterred by the failure. Don't be deterred just like me in the few years that I wasn't getting any views or, you know, my videos or trash or whatever. Just keep pushing and pursuing and know that when your audience finds you, they're gonna be so happy of all this work that you put in and they're gonna see that and recognize it. So keep going. I believe in you as well. And if you have any questions or you wanna chat, I'll be in the comments down below chatting. So let me know and good luck. Bye.